Okay, my friends, welcome to my channel. Welcome to this live stream event. My name is Mark. Everybody outside America calls me Marcos. Coming to you live here from my little hideaway in Southeast Asia. Today's live stream is we're going to be talking about money. We're going to be talking about how you can get out of debt. And why is a world traveler, expat, talking about this topic? Well, it comes up in conversation a lot. It starts out like this. We can go down this road. You want to travel the world. You want to become an expat. You want to leave your home country and live on some small island in the Philippines, or live on a little beach town down in Central America. Of course you do. Well, what's the roadmap to doing this? All right, I got a first comment right here, and my friend, it disappeared on me. I'm new to this live streaming game, but welcome aboard. I'll get your name in a minute. But of course, everybody wants to do that, right? That's a dream. You're sitting there in your cubicle looking at this little picture of a beach, and people say, how do you do it? Well, you can't just leave today and go live in Guatemala. It takes some planning. The first thing you got to do is you got to zero out your debt in your home country. So when you pack that backpack and you roll out, you don't have all that baggage following you. If you got baggage and debt back in your home country, you're never going to make it. Okay? You can run from it, but you can be stressed out every day. Your ass is going to get sued. You got creditors looking for you. That's not the model to do. What you want to do is zero out what you got going on in America or the UK, wherever you're at. And then you're in a position where you can punch out with a backpack and start living a simple life. Okay? Now, what I talk about in this video today, it's not going to be pretty. I'm a heavy beer drinker. I was watching UFC about 30 minutes ago. And I'm going to tell you that my subscribers and my viewers are so important that I left the UFC early. I didn't get to see the main event between Dillashaw and Garbrandt because I didn't want to be late for this live stream. Okay, so I've had a few beers this morning, as I usually do. So just to set the stage on that, there's probably a lot of wind noise because I'm sitting here at a little beachside bar and I got the breeze blowing through. All right, that's just the way it is. So if there's problems with the audio, let me know. I'll try to adjust. All right, so back to the topic, right? My main objective here today is to invoke thought. Not everything's going to apply to you or your situation, but if you're looking to try to be a world traveler, or if you're just a person who's broke, facing bankruptcy, facing foreclosure, this live stream's for you, my friends. And I want to encourage you to read the comments. The comments are gonna I think to your right if you're looking at it on a laptop, because I got a lot of world travelers, a lot of expats that subscribe to my channel, and they might weigh in on some good tips as well. But let's see how many I got online. All right, I got 4 online already. All right, 4 is better than 0, my friends. So I am appreciative that everybody's here. All right, and when I travel around, I see bands playing to empty rooms every night. And right now, I got an audience of 4, so I'm happy. All right, let's jump into this. All right, let's jump into this. If either you're trying to get out of debt because you want to make a move, or if you are broke and facing foreclosure, stuff like that. All right, there's basically 3 steps that you've got to take. All right, my friend from Columbus, welcome. And it's so small I can't see your names. I can see the comments because it's a little bigger text, but welcome. Thank you for tuning in from Columbus, Ohio. Been there before. Used to have a girlfriend from Cleveland, a little place outside Cleveland called Geauga County, Aurora. Anyhow, long story. 3 steps to getting out of debt. And this is coming to you from a guy, I'm not a financial guru, but if you watch any of these financial videos about how to get out of debt, it's so complicated, they don't even get a lot of views. It's so complicated, people don't want to listen to that shit, right? Because they're confused. But I'm gonna tell you in simple terms how the average, when I say average, I guess today I'm going to use average. I'm going to use like my next door neighbor as an example. I used to live in the suburbs right outside of Atlanta. I'm going to use my neighbor as an example, right? The guy's a mailman, been on the job for a while, probably makes $60 a year. His wife works at the bank as an assistant manager. She makes about $40. So when I say average, I'm talking about, husband and wife both working, making about $100,000 a year. I'm going to use them as the average suburbanite, right? You got to adjust these numbers how they pertain to you. 3 steps to getting out of debt. Number 1, recognize and accept the fact that you're in financial trouble. Okay? The first thing a lot of people do is when they find out they're in trouble, whether it's financial or whether they've got cancer or whether or not their business is about to tank, is denial. They deny it. They live in denial. Like, no, this can't be happening to me, right? And so the first thing you got to do is recognize that you got a problem. Recognize that your limit on your credit card is about to get maxed out, and that spending power is gone. Your bank account is about zero. There's no more money. So you got to recognize and accept the fact that you're in financial trouble. Number 2, you got to stop the leaks. And number 3, you got to hustle. All right, so if you can make sense of that, then just stop the video now and go on your merry way. All right, that's the 3 steps. The rest of this video is going to get into the weeds, the details of what I mean by those 3 steps. All right. So the other thing too, you got to change your mindset, because the mindset in America, the West, especially America, is you got to get a new car, you got to get a bigger house, you got to get newer shit, you got to get stainless steel appliances. And folks, let me tell you about your expensive house, right? Okay, your expensive house, you bring your friends over for dinner for 1 hour in 1 month, and you show it off to them, right? And then every hour for the rest of the month, you're sitting there staring at a mortgage statement trying to figure out how you're going to pay for that fucking mansion. So for 1 hour out of the month, you're happy. The rest of the time, you're so fucking stressed out, you can't enjoy life. Okay? Yeah, my friend says a big-ass house is a waste of money. I realized when I was in Atlanta, I had a 4-bedroom, 3-bath house. I came home, got some, maybe watched a little bit of TV in my easy chair, and then went up to my bedroom. I had 2,500 square feet, and I used about 200 square feet. I was paying for empty space. Plus, you're paying for the aircon and the lights for that empty space. It don't make no sense. So you got to change your mindset to stop trying to keep up with the Jones and stop trying to impress people, and realize that being debt-free, that's the most valuable asset you could ever hope to own. Peace of mind. All right? I mean, you can actually look like this. The average American household, now according to some statistics, is $16,000 in debt. But that's the average across the board. You're taking the rich with the absolute poor. So my buddy, my next door neighbor, the average suburbanite, I would say is closer to $40,000, maybe $50,000 in credit card and just other debt. But $16,000, according to what I researched, is the average household debt in America. All right. So let's start digging into this. Into step number 1 about recognize and accepting the fact that you're in financial trouble. Okay? And I'm going to use the analogy that we're on the Titanic, right? Or if you're in debt, you're on the Titanic. Everybody's on the Titanic. We're drinking, we're eating, living like kings, listening to music, and then we're oblivious to what's going on, right? And that's probably describing you. You go out, you eat, You know, you go to Applebee's on Fridays, Saturdays you go to the movies, you go to the mall, credit card spending, you just bought a new car. You're on the Titanic having a good time. But what happened to the Titanic on the night, April 14th, 1912? It hit a big ass iceberg. Okay? All right, now back to you. You've struck the iceberg. Your credit card's maxed out. You got no money in your bank. All right, you're taking on water, folks. So the first step, you got to recognize, hey, oh shit, I hit the iceberg. All right, I'm taking on water. I'm in trouble. Okay? So you gotta recognize that you're in trouble, and you gotta move to the next step. Okay? Now, a little history about the Titanic. It did hit that iceberg April 14th around 11:40 p.m., but it didn't sink until April 15th, 1912 at around 2:20 in the morning. All right? Anyhow. All right, so once you realize that, step number 2, you got to stop the leaks. Stop all the leakage of money going out of your household. And it's the same as a sinking ship. You know, you start pumping water out, it does no good unless you plug the holes. So you can go out and make a lot more money and bring some more income in, but it does absolutely nothing if you've still got all these leaks going out of your household, right? So how are you going to stop these leaks? Well, we got to start talking about needs versus wants, okay? And after we get done with this video, you're going to realize that a lot of your expenditures are wants and they are not needs. Okay, so I'm going to refer to any bill or expenditure as a leak, but some are necessary, some are not. Some are needs and some are wants, okay? So I'm going to go through a list of wants, I feel are wants, and some of this is probably going to piss you off. You're probably going to call me an asshole. I've been called a lot worse, so I'm not worried about it. Okay? And all of this is not going to apply to you, my friends, but some of it will, or it might apply to one of your family members. Okay, so let's talk about needs versus wants. Here we go. All right. I'm going to tell you how to save $113.09 per month. And what you need to do is cancel your cable TV, the satellite, the Netflix, any type of external entertainment that pipes into that big ass TV you got in your living room. Cancel that shit. All right. Now, I haven't lived in America in a long time, but just quick research says that the average cable bill or satellite bill is $103.10 per month. Hey, by the way, get you a pen and a piece of paper out and start taking notes. And when I talk about these numbers, you plug your own notes in there. Netflix, that's around $9.99 per month. All right. Listen, all that shit is wants. You don't need it. Cancel all that shit. Cancel the cable TV, cancel the satellite, cancel all that shit. I'm going to give you reasons why. Okay? On YouTube, where you're at right now, there is so much free content that you don't need to pay for cable. You don't need to pay for Netflix. There are so many free movies and free documentaries on YouTube. And there is so much free content on my channel called Overstay Road. You just get online and you watch me, and you keep that $113.09 in your pocket. If you got Netflix, cancel that shit. Put that $10 in your pocket. And I'm going to quote somebody, and I think it was Mark Cuban that said this. Mark Cuban said, a lot of people claim they don't have time to start a business. And he said, listen, you want to start a business? Get rid of the TV. Okay, if you watch 3 hours of TV a night, what is that, 21 hours a week? I just freed up your time to start a business. Get rid of the damn TV, okay? I know that's a little bit of conflict of interest because I'm coming to you live on YouTube and I want you to watch my channel, but I want you to kill that expenditure from your spreadsheet, all right? Sorry to the cable companies and the satellite and all that shit, but that is not needed. You don't need Netflix. None of these paid ass subscriptions. YouTube.com has enough entertainment for you and your family, whether they're children and want to watch cartoons, you want to watch documentaries, or you want to watch the best travel show in the world. You tune in to Overstay Road and watch me, and it's free. That's $113.09 right there, covered, put back in your pocket. You can make that change right now. You pick up the phone, call the cable company, cancel that shit. Okay? Right, moving along to the next step. Stop dining out. Stop going out to eat to celebrate the fact that you're broke on Fridays and Saturday nights. Okay, you're broke. You think you and your wife deserve to go out and eat a fine meal and celebrate? No, motherfuckers. Stop going out. I'm estimating $220 per month I just put back into your pocket if you stop going out to eat. All right? If you got plenty of money, then by all means, you go to Lone Star Steakhouse, whatever the hell it's called, Longhorn. You go out and eat every night. But if you're trying to zero debt, or if you're broke, or you're trying to make a move, stop going out to eat. That's killing you. Okay? You're living beyond your means. And I'm going to tell you what you do. Friday, Saturday nights, men, get your ass in the kitchen and you cook your wife some food. And you say, Marcos, I don't know how to cook. That's fine, because I got some cooking videos that are coming on this channel. And it's basically real time. I'm going to teach you how to cook some of the best Thai dishes, some of my own creations. You tune in right here, and I'm going to show you how to cook for your wife. It's a lot cheaper than going out to eat. All right? There are plenty of cooking videos here. You don't like my shit, YouTube will tell you exactly how to cook in the kitchen. It's going to cost you $10. You go out for a meal, and folks, I mean, what is it, $50 a pop? $50 for two people to go out? But you're not factoring in the gas money. And people forget about that. Driving to the restaurant, okay, let's just say a gallon there, a gallon back, and I don't even know how much gas costs. I'll just estimate $2 a gallon. So if you go, you go out to eat one time a week, that's another $20 in gas. Okay, so what'd I say? There's $220 right there. Just stop going out to eat. Cook for your wife, or ladies, if you're watching this, cook for your husband. Save the money, save the wear and tear on your vehicle, save the gas money. There's $220 I just put in your pocket. And I'm even giving you, folks, these cooking videos that I'm about to post on the Overstay Road Grill, they're spectacular. Last night, I come up with a new dish. I'm not even going to tell you what it is right now, but I concocted this new dish last night. It is so delicious, it could take the world by surprise. All right, so there's plenty of recipes you can cook right in your own kitchen, and just save that money. Stop going to the movies. $32.60 saved per month. Now, I estimated the ticket was like $8.65, and I talked to my old man last night. He said, hell no, they paid $13 a ticket. $13 for a ticket to go to the movies? Folks, there's no wonder people around the world, bootleg and, download that shit illegally. That's too much. $13 damn to watch a movie, two people, that's $26 to get in. You might as well bootleg the shit. And I'm not advocating copyright infringement, all that shit, whatever. I mean, people download my books for free, and I don't get that money, so I understand it. But that's too much money. Stop going to the damn movies. And popcorn's drink, that's another $10. Plus, you can have $5 to get your ass there. So look, $32.60. That's if you go to the movies one time. You don't need to go to the movies. You go to YouTube and you research full movies, all kind of westerns on YouTube. All kind of good western movies. That movie Heat is on YouTube and they haven't pulled it. Watch that for free. and you can't find a good movie, you come right back here to my channel. I promise you, I got plenty of hours of entertainment. Don't go to the movies. That's wasted money right there. All right, this is a small one. I thought I'd throw it in there. If you got any magazine subscriptions, cancel that shit. I know when like the Boy Scouts and all these people in the neighborhood, you know, recovering crack addicts come around trying to sell you magazine subscriptions. You buy that shit, not because you want a magazine, but because you feel sorry for whoever's selling it to you. Cancel that shit. Even if you got one magazine subscription, that's $5 a month. Cancel that, put that money back in your pocket right there. You want something to read? You go to my website, markblacker.com. I got plenty of shit on there to read. It's free. Get rid of them damn magazines. You know what I mean? It's killing trees anyhow. This is a good one right here. Okay? Especially folks in America trying to win Yard of the Month. Cancel the lawn care and the grass spraying service. I don't care if it's Kim Lawn, Green Lawn, whatever the hell the name of it is. That's $100 a month right back in your pocket. Now listen, when I lived in America, I was in that trap too. Trying to get Yard of the Month, trying to get my yard greener than the neighbors. Folks, I'm gonna tell you right now, I will never cut another blade of grass as long as I live. I don't want to see no grass. I would rather look at dirt because I don't gotta cut dirt. People in the West waste so much of their damn time fucking with grass and putting chemicals and shit on it. You're killing the environment. Unnecessary emissions from your damn lawnmower. Folks, I will never cut another blade of grass as long as I live, unless I have to. So I want you to cut that grass yourself. All you got to do for your grass is mow it. And if that grass is full of weeds, my friends, then you mow them goddamn weeds. Don't pay nobody $100 to come over there and spray chemicals all around that shit. You put that $100 in your pocket. You take your lawnmower out there, you mow your grass or mow the weeds down, and you keep that money in your pocket. All right? Now listen. If the homeowners association is coming around checking and your grass is too brown, I'm gonna tell you a tip that I saw. I saw this dude on this video had a can of spray paint. He was spray painting his front yard green. I'm serious. He had a green can of spray paint because the homeowners association is coming around yakking people about their yards too brown. When you find out that the HOA is rolling through, you get you a can of green spray paint. You spray paint that damn yard. You'll have the greenest yard in the whole neighborhood for $5. Okay, but that Kim Lawn, all that yard service, you cancel all that shit. Mow that grass yourself. And put that money in your pocket. That's $100 right there, easy. Now, folks, this next little bullet point is going to get a little touchy with many of you. I know it is, but you got to hear me out before you get real pissed off. I'm going to tell you how to save $308 per month. Stop going to church. You heard me right. I didn't stutter. Stop going to church. $308 per month. Folks, that's a big chunk towards paying your credit card debt down, any debt that you got, paying off bills. Stop going to church and put that money in your pocket. Now let me explain. Okay? I know you think I'm crazy. I can't believe he said don't go get some Jesus. Folks, listen. I'm not saying give up on religion. I never told you to give up on religion or your faith or worshiping your God in the manner you want to. I'm just telling you that you got to stop spending the money that goes along with the production, the show, going to church. All that shit costs money. All right, so when you drive that gas guzzler back and forth to church 3 times a week, because when I was a kid, I went to church Sunday morning, Sunday night, Wednesday night. 3 trips, there and back. Three trips a week. Look at the gas money you're spending. All right, if we go to $2 a gallon, that's $48 a month. $48 a month you spend on gas to go back and forth to church. Okay? You're broke. You ain't got the money. You don't have the luxury to spend that. If you go to church, you got to have good clothes, right? So you're going to end up spending money on clothes that you would really not buy if you didn't have to go to church. And George Carlin used to say, you know what is church? Church is a place that you go to every Sunday and compare clothes. All right? Here's another expenditure when you go to church, right? Everybody's running late to Sunday school. You didn't have time to make breakfast for the kids, so you got to pull through McDonald's drive-through. That's $15 a trip. There's another $60 a month associated with going to church. Last but not least, let's not forget that old collection plate coming around. You know what I'm talking about. When that collection plate comes around, everybody's looking over at you, trying to see how much, scope how much you finna put in that collection plate. Folks, listen, if you're broke, it don't make any sense at all to give any money to the church. I know what tithing means, and most people think you're supposed to give 10% of your income to the church. All right? 10%. But check this out. If you make $1,000 a month, but your bills are $1,500, okay, your net income is negative $500. 10% of that is negative $50. That means when that collection plate comes around, you should dip your hand in there and pull out $50 and put it in your pocket. That's 10%. You got a negative number coming in, so the church should be paying you. Okay? 10% of your income when you're broke, that's a negative number. So if you really believe in tithing, the church believes in tithing, when that collection plate comes around, dip on in there, take 10% of that negative number, put in your pocket. All right? That's tithing. Let's be fair about it. What's 10% of $15,000 in credit card debt? You see where I'm coming from? Your ass is broke. All right? You think Jesus wants you to go up there and pay your money and then let your lights get turned off at your house? Hell no. All right? So this is what I want you to do. All right? Instead of going to church, what I want you to do is get up in the morning, and at 9 o'clock in the morning, I want you to gather all your family members in the living room, bust out a Bible, crack that bad boy open, and start preaching. Men, grab a set of balls, be a man, and start preaching. Okay? You hold a worship in your living room for your family between 9 and 11. That costs no gas money. You don't got to put any money in the collection plate. And I promise you this, Jesus can hear you much better from your living room, because if you try to go to the church these days and pray, they got a damn rock band up on the stage. Dude up there with an electric guitar and a goddamn drum set, everything else. If you're praying in church these days, most modern churches, God can't hear you in the church. The damn rock band is too loud. If you're in your living room, sitting by the fireplace, reading the Bible, he can hear you over there. Let's think about it. I'm not telling you to give up on religion. What I am telling you is to give up driving to church 3 days a week, gas money, McDonald's drive-through, Starbucks, the collection plate, and then what's everybody do after church? Hell, they go out to lunch at damn Outback, right? The minute the preacher says, hey, amen, you trying to beat the neighbors out so you don't have to wait so long at Outback. Folks, that's a lot of money. $308 put back into your pocket if you just stop going to church. Worship from your living room. Okay? And you can call me an asshole or whatever, but I'll still maintain Jesus can hear you better from the quietness of your living room than trying to hear you over the goddamn dude with the drums, the rock band up on stage. Okay? All right, moving right along. Stop giving money to charity. That's hypocritical for me to say, because I'm involved in the charity business. But look, if you're broke, you got to help your kids, yourself, and your wife first. Once you help them and get to a better position, absolutely get out and do some charity work, pay it forward, and help those less fortunate. But if you can't pay your light bill and you're $15,000 in credit card debt, you don't need to be sending 10, 15, 20 bucks a month to the goddamn United Way. Because I'm telling you what the United Way is going to do with that. They're going to pay the lease on the CEO's BMW. All right? Cancel that shit. What you got to do, go down to human resources and say, look, do I have any payroll deductions going on for this United Way, the Red Cross, whoever it is, and you cancel all that shit. I don't give a shit if your department's trying to get 100% participation. Folks, you're in debt. You got to help yourself, your family first before you can go out and help others. You cancel all that shit. Put that money back in your pocket. It might be $5, it may be 10. Some of you giving 50. Cancel that shit. Cancel it right now. I'm not telling you not to be charitable or not to do charity work. Take care of your family first, and once you get to that level where you're doing better, then absolutely, you pay that shit back, pay it forward, okay? So go down, visit HR, get that payroll deduction stop. That's probably at least $10 a month saved. And if you're giving to some charity that says they're planting trees in Africa, you're fucking putting money in some scamster's pocket, okay? Fuck them trees. Don't worry about them whales. Okay, don't worry about fucking digging wells. You worry about paying your fucking bills, taking care of your family. All right. All right. This next one, I can't put a number on. But basically, you got to stop purchasing anything via a credit card. And I can't put a number on this because I don't know how your spending goes. But the thing about having a credit card and buying shit on credit card, it's a psychological buffer. If you go to the store and you got $500 in the bank and there's something there that's $450, you're not going to buy it because you're going to, in your mind, real quick say, oh shit, I only got $50 left. If you go there with a credit card with $5,000 credit, you're going to buy it. You're not going to think twice about it. It's that psychological numbing buffer of paying with a credit card. That's why you're $15,000 to $50,000 in credit card debt. It's psychological. So you got to get rid of spending on a credit card. If you want to buy something, you need to buy something, you pay for that shit out of your ATM card, your debit card, or pay cash. And you're not going to be so quick to pull the trigger on a purchase. So this is what you need to do. You need to call your credit card company. And you need to tell them, not cancel the account, but you need to tell them to send out new cards, new numbers for you, wife, teenager, anybody on your account that's got a credit card. And once those credit cards come in the mail, I want you to take them and put them in a safety deposit box at the bank. Okay? That's what you need to do. Now the reason, don't cancel the account. You need the account open for credit rating purposes. It's a trade line. So don't cancel the credit card account. It could affect your credit score. Keep it open. But you need new card numbers, and you need to put them credit cards in that safety deposit box. Because if you merely collect everybody's cards, your daughter and your wife, they've already got this shit plugged into Walmart.com, Amazon.com, iTunes, the App Store, all of this online shit where it's one click and they bought some shit. Now, if you do an evaluation of your credit card statement, I promise you, you're going to look at that and say, what the hell are these purchases going on? Okay? People buying apps they don't need, people buying shit on Amazon with one click they don't need. You can stop that by reissuing the cards so the old card numbers, they don't work. It's not going to work anymore. Take the credit cards, put them in a safety deposit box, and they're there for emergencies only. All right? You just plugged probably the biggest leak that you have in your family, and that's people free spending on shit they don't need. All right? Now, some people are going to come up and they're going to say, but Marcos, I get 1% cash back on all my purchases. I get 3% cash back at the gas station. Stop. That shit only works in your favor if you pay that balance off every month to a zero balance. Okay? If you pay that balance off every month where the credit card companies don't hit you with the interest, then on your purchases, and they're hitting you with 20% on their end. You're not making any fucking money. Stop thinking like a redneck. Stop the credit card spending. It's a psychological buffer that encourages you to spend money that you don't fucking have. All right? Very few people benefit from those rewards, and the only people who do are the ones who pay off that balance in full every month. All right? If you're here trying to learn how to get out of debt, that's not you. All right? So I can't calculate how much you're going to save. That's going to be on you. Do an audit of your credit card statement. You're going to find out your family's spending on shit that you don't need. All right. This next one's going to hurt. It's right up there with religion. It's going to hurt some of you. But I'm going to teach you how to save $76.65 per month. Get rid of your pets. That's right, I said it. If you got a cat, a dog, a bird, a parrot, some goddamn goldfish, an aquarium, get rid of that shit. Yeah, that's going to be hard to do. Because I know you're sitting there saying, what? Get rid of old Blue? But I love that dog. He's a member of my family. Shut the fuck up. If you're broke, facing foreclosure, all right, you got to get rid of the damn pets, people. All right, find them a good home. Okay, well, let's talk the numbers. I'm going to tell you about the numbers, all right? A 50-pound bag of Old Roy dog food at Walmart. And if you're not familiar with Old Roy, that's the cheapest damn shit you can buy for your dog. That's $19.98 a month. That's about $20 a month. Now, say you got a little Chihuahua, small dog, and that joker only eats one bag a month. All right, so you're still looking at roughly $20. But when you go buy that bag of dog food, I know you're gonna get a bag. You're gonna get a box of dog biscuits for old Blue. You're gonna get some treats. You're gonna get something. That's another $10 a month. So occasionally you gotta have that dog groomed. Now I don't know how much it costs to groom a dog, but I estimate $30. Probably $30 to wash that dude, clip up his claws, you know, clean him up. So, you know, the thing I'm leaving out here, oh, the vet bills. All right, look, you got to take that dog to the vet every 6 months, right? So say it's $100 a pop twice a year. That's another $16.67 per month, spread out over time. Okay. So when you add all of this shit up, you're looking at $76, close to $100 a month for that pet. All right, $1,200 a year that could be spent towards paying off your credit card debt. So it's a hard decision to make. I know you love that dog, that cat, fucking talking parrot, whatever. But folks, if you're broke, your family comes first. All right, find it a good home. It's a luxury. It's a want and it's not a need. Now, let me talk about this. Anybody got any fucking horses? Listen, if you got plenty of money and you want to go broke, get yourself a horse. Trust me, this is coming from a dude. I have 5 of them motherfuckers. I don't want to ever see another goddamn horse as long as I live, people. I have 5 horses. They put me $16,000 in credit card debt in 1 year dealing with fucking horses. So if you're broke and you have a horse, holy shit, that's probably why you're broke. If you got a horse, this is what I want you to do. Run an ad in Craigslist that says free horse. First come, first serve. He comes with a free saddle, a free bag of food, and whatever else you got. Don't try to sell it. Nobody wants to buy that motherfucker. Don't take them to the auction because that's going to cost you more money and gas money to get them over there. You run an ad that says free horse. First person to show up gets him and all the accoutrements free. Get rid of that fucking horse. God damn, that's a money pit. Any motherfucker that tells you he's made money with horses is a liar. Okay? If you got a goddamn horse, you get rid of that son of a bitch immediately. I can talk about this shit all goddamn day. Don't even try to sell them. Don't nobody want to buy that son of a bitch. Get rid of that son of a bitch. All right, moving to the next one. All right, if this applies to you, you got a teenager with a car, 16-year-old, 17, 18-year-old, get rid of their fucking car. If they got a job and they pay all expenses on that car, let them keep the car. But you don't pay not one penny more on your teenager's car because it's a want, it's a luxury. They don't need no fucking car. All right? That's American way of thinking. You think that your teenager has to have a car. That's a want. I was a teenager once too. I wanted a car. I thought I needed a car. It's not a need, people. Okay? It's one of the biggest money drainers on the American family that I can think of. All right, other than religion and the horse scenario, right? So let me break it down. You got gas, maintenance, tires, crashes, lawsuits, all that shit adds up. The worst thing is putting a teenage driver on your fucking insurance. Holy shit. All right? And then here's what you're gonna say. You're gonna say, but how's my daughter gonna get to school in the mall? Let me tell you something, people. If you're broke, okay, it's time to make some hard decisions. Now listen, your daughter's got a plethora of friends, and maybe her parents aren't broke right now, and she's got a car. Her friends can pick her up at your house, and you let her chip in 10, 15 bucks on gas. The friend's gonna love you because she's getting free gas money. Okay? You're gonna spend a lot less money than supporting your teenager with a car. It works out for everybody. Have your daughter's friend pick her up at the house, take her to school, chip in on the gas money. If they have a crash, well, guess what? Her parents are getting sued, not you. Her parents are paying for that insurance money. You chip in a little bit of gas money, it's golden for you. There's no liability. There's no insurance premiums increase. You don't got to pay maintenance. Chip in on the gas money. Her friend will love you, and you're gonna save your shit. You save yourself a ton of money. Okay. Now, you say, well, how's my daughter gonna get to school? Maybe her friend don't want to come by every day and take her to school. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, folks. It's a big secret. All right. You might want to share this with your friends. There's this thing that's paid for with your tax money. Now you might not know this, but it's big, long, it's kind of rectangular shaped. It's either orange or bright yellow, and it's called a school bus. Most of them got 6 fucking wheels, and right on the side of it's got school bus written on that motherfucker. Comes by your house every day and conveniently goes straight to your daughter's school. And then in the afternoons, it comes back by your house. And guess what? You can put your daughter on that fucking thing for free. So if you're broke, if you're in debt, facing bankruptcy, trying to pay off credit card debt, get rid of your fucking teenage daughter's car and put her little ass on that bus. You know, yeah, riding a bus ain't fucking easy sometimes, but you know what? It's going to teach your kid to be tough, and it's going to build character. All right? I can't think of any other method of toughening up your kid than putting a kid that's in 10th, 11th, 12th grade with a driver's license, put their ass on the bus. They're going to learn some life skills, how to negotiate, how to deal with bullies, but you got to put that money back in your pocket before you lose a house. All right? When you're trying to make a living, what's the saying? There ain't no such thing as pride. Holy shit. So, kind of a rundown on your teenager's car. 50 bucks a month on fuel, 50 on maintenance, 75 on additional insurance premiums. That's not including the cost of the car, or if you're dumb enough to have your teenage daughter buy her a car with a car payment. Oh shit, people. I can't even think about that. Now, I'm gonna take this one step further, and this is gonna fucking hurt a lot of people's feelings. Okay, if you're in a household where one person works, and men, I'm not picking on women, and women, I'm not picking on men. If you're a man and you work and your wife doesn't, she don't need a car. If you're a woman who works and your husband doesn't, he don't need a car. Okay? That's an American way of thinking that everybody needs a fucking car. No, they don't. They don't. So if one person is working, they drive the car to work. When they come home, if the spouse needs to go to the grocery store, then they take the car to the grocery store. But Marcos, what if my wife has a doctor's appointment? Well, if she has a doctor's appointment that day, she can drop your ass off at work and then drive herself to that doctor's appointment and then pick you up. One car, people. One car per full-time worker. That's it. Okay? 2 cars are a convenience if one person is not working. Your teenage daughter with no job? No, she don't need no goddamn car. She can ride the bus. Your wife needs to go somewhere, she can drop your ass off at work. If she needs to go to Walmart, wait till you come home, give her the keys, hot seat that fucking Honda, whatever you got, that damn Chevrolet, she can drive that shit to Walmart. You don't realize how much money I just saved your ass. And I'm not saying your wife don't need a car. I'm saying the person who doesn't work, whether that's a man or a woman, they don't need their own car. That's it. Taking kids to soccer games when you're broke? Nah. What's more important? Being able to pay your mortgage or sending the kids to soccer practice and getting foreclosed on? Basic needs, people, versus wants. So I just went through this list and I just taught you, I taught the average suburbanite in America how to save $1,040.34 per month. Shit, I'm exhausted. Step 3, after you stop the leaks. So I just told you how to stop $1,000 worth of leaks leaving your house unnecessarily. Now folks, now it's time to hustle. Now I'm gonna tell you some ideas on how to fucking bring in some income. All right? Now, it's time to do whatever you have to do to bring in some money. I'm not talking about robbing banks. I'm not talking about Breaking Bad, where that fucking dude started cooking meth. Nothing illegal. No get-rich-quick schemes. It's not needed. What's needed is you got to hustle. Stop watching the TV at night, and let's take some action. And there's a saying that says, when you don't have resources, you become resourceful. So you got to start generating some extra income to pay towards the bills. Now, when you do start generating this extra income by some of these methods, you're not using it to go to Outback. That defeats the fucking purpose. You have to have the discipline, generate this money, apply it towards the debt, or you're just wasting your time. You might as well go lay on the couch and stay broke. Okay? Those high interest rates on that credit card is killing you. Any amount of money you can get your hands on, let's get those higher interest rates off your back. All right? Okay? Here's a quick equation. $10,000 in credit card debt at 20%. If you pay $200 per month, it'll take you 9 years to pay that shit off. 9 fucking years. Holy shit. Half of us be dead in 9 years. Be dead before you pay that shit off. So let's talk about ways you can generate some extra money. And this all pertains to America. Maybe it won't apply in your country, because I got viewers from around the world. But this applies in America. And if you live in America and you try to tell me there's no way to make extra money, I'm going to call you a fucking liar. Okay, it don't matter what the American economy is doing. If you really want to come up with a way to make some extra money, you can do it. I've been dirt ass poor. I grew up on a dirt road in a fucking trailer. And I've always come up with ways to make extra money. I'm going to go down a list and give you some ideas right here. Okay, if you got a current job, you work overtime. Work on Saturdays. That's the easiest thing to do. Start working overtime at your current job. Okay? If they got holidays and need people to work on the holidays for double time, you volunteer for all them holidays and you just reschedule your little Thanksgiving dinner around that schedule. Instead of having Christmas on Christmas morning, you have it Christmas Eve or Christmas night, and you work holidays at your job. Most of you are going to make double time. That's easy money. Oh, but Mark, I'm going to miss Thanksgiving dinner. Fuck that, you're broke. You're broke, or you're trying to accomplish an objective of getting out of debt. It takes sacrifice and a little discipline. Don't tell me a holiday is a fucking excuse. That's an excuse. I don't want to hear it. It's a good one right here, folks. And if I come back to America, this is what you're going to see me doing. Get a job delivering pizzas. Now, that's a problem for me because I don't drive. I don't have a car. I haven't driven in a long time. But delivering pizzas, those guys make good money. A lot of it is cash, and it's quick and immediate. You can start delivering pizzas tomorrow, and you can start putting cash in your pocket. Not like this one here, especially for older people. Get you a part-time job at Home Depot or Lowe's. Now, this is the way I look at that. You're not actually working there, all right? Say you like gardening, right? You do a lot of gardening, your hobby is gardening. Go to that manager and say, hey, look, I'd like the part-time job, but I want to work in the garden center because that's my passion. You're going to start getting paid good money to hang out in the garden center and basically talk with customers about your passion and show them tips about how to grow better tomatoes. It's like you're becoming a blogger or a YouTuber, but you actually get paid immediately when you get the job. Instead of starting a blog where you talk about how to grow tomatoes, I mean, come on, folks, it's fucking hard to make money online. It's not easy. Don't let these guys fool you. It's hard to make money online. But it is easy to go to Home Depot and say, I want a part-time job in the garden center because I know everything there is to know about marigolds and tomatoes. You sit over there, do a little bit of manual labor, and most of your time's helping customers talking about your secrets of growing tomatoes. Wow, it's basically you're a blogger that starts making real money immediately. Shit, that's exactly what I would do. You got a big ass house, you can barely pay the mortgage, that means you got a lot of space. Start babysitting some kids. I'm not saying run a big ass daycare where the neighbor's gonna call and get you in trouble with the county. You ain't got no business license, but you tell the neighbors up and down your street, hey, my wife, she's at home, we need to make some extra money. Get you 4 or 5 kids, sit over there before school, after school, let her watch 3 or 4 toddlers, whatever. That's cash money. You got that big ass house, you're not utilizing the space. Take one of them rooms, turn it into a little pseudo daycare. Folks, that's easy money right there. Easy money. Here's a good one too. Have a big ass yard sale and thin out some of your shit. That's cash money. And I know, I used to have a 4-bedroom, 3-bath house full of shit. The whole house is full of shit I've accumulated my whole life. I had so much shit in that house, but when I decided to move and leave America, I'm not a salesman. I didn't want to sell it, I just gave it away. But you know how long it took me to give all that junk away? Damn. So I know that you've got so much junk in your house, you could have a garage sale on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and you wouldn't even miss any of that shit, and you could probably make between $500 and $1,000 just by thinning out the shit that you don't use and you don't need. You take that $500, dump it on the credit card debt. Take that $1,000, dump it on the credit card debt, and then you got more room around the house. Don't tell me you ain't got $1,000 worth of shit in that house that you can sell. I know you do. Every American does. And you know what? All these people that are going to come buy it, they're in financial trouble too, but they're still coming and buying that shit. So use their spending habits in your favor. Sell that shit you got in your house, folks. All right. You got a lawnmower in the garage? Men, load that bitch up in the trunk of your Hyundai and you go mow some grass somewhere. You got the mower, you got a car, put 50 cents worth of gas in that and you can turn around and make 30 bucks mowing some people's grass. Simple. What about handyman work on the weekends? It's not rocket science to become a painter. These rich people, these richer neighborhoods, they want their mailbox painted or the garage door painted. That's you. Paintbrush and a roller and some paint and you can be at work. It's not rocket science. When I lived down in Florida, Homeowners associations down there were brutal. People that had these asphalt driveways, right, they would start looking like a little, they wouldn't look like a dark black color. They would start fading. So the homeowners association would say, hey, you got to resurface that. Well, if you live in a townhouse, you got no idea how to resurface a damn asphalt driveway. So what I did, I figured it out. You go to Home Depot, you buy a bucket. Clean that driveway off, and you paint that shit just like you're painting a house, side of a house. And I used to charge people $100 a pop for that. Now, when I was done, I had this tar from head to toe. It ruined my shoes, my clothes, got that shit all over my truck. But in one afternoon, I put a Benjamin in my pocket. And people don't want to do that shit. But if you want that money, they'd definitely pay you to do it. So handyman jobs. How about this? You got a pressure washer in your garage sitting there collecting dust. You load that pressure washer up in the trunk of your car. You go down to any gas station and talk to the manager. These gas stations, they have to pressure wash the driveways, their lots. They have to pressure wash it because of all the gas spills, the oil spills. They have to have that shit pressure washed regularly. You take your pressure washer up there, plug into the gas station's electricity and their water, and guess what? It don't cost you much of nothing. You walk in, it costs you some labor, and you're gonna walk out of there cash in your pocket, folks. All right? Plenty of gas stations in America. They all gotta have that shit pressure washed. Take advantage of that. Now look, this last one right here, most people are not gonna be cool with at all. But if you truly are in debt and facing the possibility of foreclosure, this is the most simple thing to do. Rent out your house and move into your parents' basement. That's right, I said it. Rent your house out and move in with your parents or your in-laws. Like your parents, hey, the rest of the world, families come together like this, and they help each other, and they live together, and they pool resources. Okay? Only in the West do families like operate here and here and here. The rest of the world operates like this. If you wanna try something funny, go to a place like Southeast Asia or the Middle East, Central America, and you try to explain the concept of a babysitter. If you try to explain what a babysitter is, that you have to pay somebody to watch your kids, they don't understand the concept of a babysitter. They're going to look at you and wonder, is your entire family dead? You know, it's funny as shit trying to explain the concept of a babysitter. But the point is here, if you're broke, you can rent out your house, move in with your parents, and you just put $2,000 in your pocket every month by the time you pay the mortgage and pay the bills. And folks, let me tell you this. Foreclosure is very public. They publish that shit in the paper. Everybody in the world is going to know your ass got foreclosed on. That's very public. What's better? Let the whole world know that you're fucking broke and got foreclosed on and you got evicted? Or let a few friends know that you're living with your parents? That's private. That's your business. And if you're a man and you got a set of balls, you go into your wife and you say, hey, listen, this is how we're going to save everything. We're going to rent out our house. We're moving in with my dad. And we're going to put that money in our pocket and get back on our feet. And after 12 months or 24 months, we're going to move back into our house and we're going to be just fine. And most Americans are not prepared to sacrifice like that. But what I've learned from living in Southeast Asia, traveling the world, is that families pool their resources. And maybe, you know, well, not maybe, Americans can take a lot of life's lessons from these other cultures who operate like that. All right, you got to get to hustling. Plenty of ways in America you can make that extra money. Take it, pay it towards a debt. And if you tell me you can't figure out a way to make extra money, you're a fucking liar. You're an absolute liar. Okay? There are plenty of ways to make extra money in America. All right? Now, all right. That's pretty much my presentation right there. But let me throw this out there. I'm no expert. I'm no financial expert. All right? I'm just trying to invoke thought. And I wrote this article on my blog. I'm going to put a link down to in the description after this video to the actual article. Because all I do is basically go off this article I wrote a year ago. And I just felt it was important. This is important information. I want to put it out there. And not to sound cliche, but if I help one person, it was damn worth it. If I get an email from one dude that says, man, I took one of your points from that video and I implemented it and I'm in a better financial position, it was definitely worth it. But look, I'm in an affiliate marketing where I, promote certain products, and I was just browsing on the system, and I came across this thing called National Debt Relief. I don't know anything about them. The link is down in the description, and I think what they do is they deal predominantly with credit card debt, and these folks help people put together a payment plan or something like that. Now listen, I'm not recommending them because I don't know anything about them. But what I do know is that a lot of you are probably going to need some more structured help, some more professional help to get out of your situation. And maybe you want to check them out. The link's down in the description. Maybe they can help you. It's a free consultation from what I understand. And maybe they help you out. If they help you out, send me an email, leave me a comment, let me know that they were worth it. If they didn't help you, let me know that, and I'll stop mentioning their name. All right? So anyhow, the link's down in the description. It's called National Debt Relief. Maybe they help you. I don't know. All right. If you click on that, I'll get some type of commission, I think. But again, I'm not recommending them. I'm just mentioning them. Okay? And I'll leave because I don't need their help. I don't have any credit card debt. Zero. So they can't help me. But I know some of you, they possibly could help. Or maybe they don't. Just send me a message, let me know, folks. Because I believe in reality. And I got one last tip here. And I'm happy that this live stream is kept live and hasn't kicked out. I got a great internet connection here at this little bar I'm at. For the love of humanity, never again buy a new car. Folks, in America, I know you want to buy a new car, you want to go into that dealership, test drive that brand new car with the heated leather seats and the sunroof, and drive that sumbitch out there with 66 months of payments. Folks, the minute you drive that new car off the lot, you just got kicked in the nuts for about $8,000. The minute you drive off, you just lost $8,000, probably closer to 10. Never in your mind should you ever think about buying a new car ever again in your life. Okay? I know in America you have to have a car, but you don't have to have a car payment, and you damn sure don't have to stumble into a dealership and get fucking robbed by the salesman, the sales manager, and oh, by the way, the dude financing the shit back there, he's making points off your ass too. Don't ever again in your life buy a brand new car. There's plenty of people that are going to do it, that are going to support the economy. There's only a few of us who are smart enough to know that that's the dumbest fucking move you could ever do. All right? So I have nightmares. I have one recurring nightmare. Okay, I sleep well every night, but I have one recurring nightmare that pops up every now and then. And you think I'm crazy? Well, I am crazy, but this recurring nightmare is that I stumble into a dealership, I buy a new car, I drive it home, and I wake up the next day and there's a new car in my driveway with 66 or 72 months worth of payments and a payment book on the fucking kitchen table. And I literally freak out. And then finally I wake up and here I am in Southeast Asia and I don't have this car payment and I feel like I just got out of prison. I mean, I will never have another car payment again. I promise you that. I realize in America you have to have a car. If you have to have a car, you go buy a fucking Toyota Corolla, a used Toyota Corolla or a Toyota Camry. You can't kill them cars. They will last forever. If you don't believe me, My book, the link to my book's down in the description. When I was in Afghanistan, we rode in a Toyota Corolla and a Toyota 4Runner, and you can't kill them cars. They're the toughest fucking cars known to man. You get a Toyota Corolla with 150,000 miles, that sumbitch will go another 300,000. All right. My men, don't try to impress some chick with an expensive car, because really they're not fucking impressed anyhow. You're gonna spend all your damn money trying to impress some chick for 5 minutes. You know what women are really impressed by? And I'm gonna talk about this in my upcoming cooking videos. They want a man who can dance and who can cook. They don't give a shit about your Maserati sitting out in the fucking parking garage. Costs $150,000. They don't give a shit about that. Yeah, you can go out and buy a brand new car. Buy a brand new car. Whatever you want to buy. Mercedes, whatever. You drive around in that Mercedes. But when I step in that club and I know how to dance, that girl comes back to my condo and I cook her up some food, she's coming home with me, bro. Don't give a shit about your brand new fucking Mercedes or BMW. So you want to get out of debt, don't you ever think about buying a brand new car again. Just don't fucking do it. So, folks, I am at the end of my list, and I'm not sure if today's live stream was entertaining. Okay, I'm not sure if it was entertaining or not, but basically I went off of my article that I wrote about a year ago, and I don't think the link's in the description right now. I'll add it. But if you go to markblackard.com and go to money, or just type in the search get out of debt, it's there. So I hope you got something out of this video today, this live stream. And I realized I didn't interact too much with my subscribers, but this is just something I felt was so important. I wanted to get it out there. I wanted to do it as a live stream because last week I did a live stream. First time I've ever went live on YouTube. I have no idea what I was doing. I still don't know exactly what I'm doing. But it appears that I have went live today. It was a success. The stream didn't kick out because I got badass fast Wi-Fi at this little beach bar right here. And hopefully the live streams are going to get a little more interesting. And I'll try to bring a laptop in the future where I can interact with the subscribers. But listen, I want to thank everybody for joining me. And if you haven't checked out my Patreon page, I got this little $1 million challenge going. I'm trying to go from 0 subscribers to 1 million subscribers that basically pledge $1 per month. And once I hit $1 million per month, I'm gonna hire a film crew and an accountant to follow me around. I'm gonna travel the world and try to spend $1 million a month on travel. So I think it's gonna be easy to. I think it's gonna be easy to raise the money, but there's no damn way I can spend $1 million a month on travel. So whatever's left over at the end of the month, we'll do some charitable projects with it. But that's my $1 million challenge. I'm going from 0 to 1 million subscribers on my Patreon page. Last week I got my first patron, first dollar. They say that every journey begins with a single step, my friends. I'm on my way. 1 million subscribers per month at $1 each. Holy shit. I'm gonna produce a professional travel show for you guys. But until that happens, I'm a one-man travel show. I'm the director, the producer, the editor, the talent, the audio guy, the sound guy, everything right here, folks. So listen, I want to thank everybody for joining me on my live stream. And let me just show you the view that I've been looking at right here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a little bit windy today. And got a nice cool breeze coming through this little bar right here. And they do have pizzas and a wood-fired oven up there. So just another little spot that I stumbled onto a couple years ago. So I'm going to go ahead and conclude, folks. Please share this page with your friends. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check out my Patreon page. Leave me $1 a month. and I'm on my way to 1 million. Wherever you're at in the world, folks, I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great evening, morning, whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world. Again, thanks for joining me, and I'm going to see you next Sunday, the next episode of Subscriber Sundays, broadcasting live from somewhere around the world. And also stay tuned this week for some good cooking videos on my channel, Overstay Road. Have a wonderful day, my friends. I'm going to figure out how to stop this live feed, and I think I got to press this X right here. We'll see you next time.